Have you ever wondered how to find the chords of a given scale? So for example, what are the chords of the major scale? I want to find the Lydian mode, I want to use that. How do I do that? What chords do I use? Or, I'm in the harmonic minor scale. I want that Phrygian dominant sound. What chords do I use? It's a very simple formula to figure out any chord of any scale. All you have to do is understand the intervals of whatever scale you're trying to figure out. So, of course, the major scale, which is what I cover in Guitar Super System, my course linked down in the description, the intervals are based off of Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So with that knowledge, all we have to do is take that same exact pattern, which you can also memorize as whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Those are whole steps and half steps. Whatever mode of a given scale you're trying to use, that is your starting point, and you want to go octave to octave. Let me show you up close. So let's take the G major scale as our foundation. In case you don't know, the first mode is called Ionian. So, in order to figure out the Ionian chord, or the first chord of the major scale, we look at the intervals. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In order to determine the chord, we take every other interval starting with the root. So, as we can see here, we have a 1, major third, 5th, major 7th. That is our 4-part chord. That's all there is to it. 1, major third, 5th, 7. As we know, that makes up a major 7 chord. How about Dorian? A Dorian. First, let's play the mode. And as we know from our formula that I mentioned, we're starting here, so we go octave to octave, and we are going to look at every other interval starting with our new root note, which is A. So we have 1, minor third, 5th, flat 7. That spells a minor 7 chord. We'll continue on up the neck. Here's Phrygian. Again, we've got a root, minor third, 5th, flat 7. Another minor 7 chord. Here's Lydian. We've got 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, major 7, back to the root. So we've got a 1, major third, 5th, major 7, just like the first chord. So that is a major 7 chord. Moving on, here's Mixolydian. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. So, as we can see here, we got the root, major third, 5th, flat 7. So that, of course, spells a dominant 7th chord. Moving on up here to Aeolian. We've got a root, minor third, 5th, flat 7. So another minor 7 chord. We're here at Locrian. We've got our root, minor third, flat 5, flat 7. So root, minor third, flat 5, flat 7, that spells a minor 7, flat 5. So if you wanted to play the major scale in chord form up the neck, this is what it would sound like. And just to show you this applies to more than just the major scale, here's the harmonic minor scale, first position. So we've got a root, flat third, 5, major 7. So this is a minor major 7 chord. So if you've never really played that chord, just try a major 7 first, and find the third of the chord, which is right here, and move it down to a minor third. And you can do the same thing up here. Here's a major 7 chord. And of course our third is right here. So we would have. So now that you have the secret to constructing the chords for any scale, as long as you know that scale's intervals, how do you evoke a mode? How do you make Lydian happen? How do you make Phrygian happen, or whatever position of a scale? Well, that is the fun part about music. So basically, you want your home note, your home chord, to be that main chord that I mentioned. So like if we're in Dorian, A Dorian, we want A minor to be kind of the focus of the progression, whether that means it's the one chord or the home bass, or it means it just happens frequently. Really, I would suggest starting as simple as maybe just 2 chords. And since we know that in this key of G, so A minor, obviously the second chord of G major, we just went over that. If we have other chords to choose from, we have this D7, which if we put into a triadic form, it would just be D, nice major chord. So we can have a chord progression like this. I'm just picking random notes out of the Dorian mode, but we have all of this at our fingertips. And then from there, it is understanding the sounds and the flavors of the modes, which you can find in other lessons in Guitar Super System, linked down below, or on my YouTube channel. But basically, understanding which intervals of each mode really gives it that characteristic sound. So for example, Dorian, it's that major 6 sound that really clashes in a good way against the minor tonality. So, in summary, check out all the modes of a given scale by constructing them via intervals. And once you have those modes down, take every other interval from each mode, and that will give you your chord voicing. From there, it's up to you to be a mad scientist and construct different chord progressions. Remember to concentrate on having whatever home base chord relating to that mode. If you want to evoke a certain mode, have that chord be your kind of center regarding the harmony. And you will find intergalactic guitar oneness in no time at all. I hope this was a helpful lesson for you guys. And until next time, keep shredding.